So I just got a few comments from a couple guys talking about being annoying and feeling like by being what I would call persistent, they're being annoying and they're bothering girls, or you know, they're just being like, sort of like a pest. So I wanted to just make a really quick video. I'm gonna make two videos actually, part one, part two, about two different areas where persistence is a factor, where it will help you, and just talk about that real quick. So the part one is going to be the persistence with approaches. So persistence in terms of volume, persistence in terms of a numbers game. Now, you are going to have a ratio. If you're going out, especially in a nightclub setting, really anywhere, you're going to have a ratio. You'll notice it's going to be 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4, whatever. But that ratio is going to actually be pretty consistent until you improve your level of game, until you improve yourself internally, until you improve your skills with women. So in the meantime, use this persistence as your friend. So don't worry about being an annoying guy who's going up and talking to all these girls and looking like a weirdo, especially if you're in a club and it's dark. Nobody knows what you're doing. It looks a little more normal because you're high energy and you're moving around. So don't feel bad or weird about going up and talking to 30 girls or 30 groups of women in a night. It's going to help you actually a lot. The more you do it, the more you can kind of get feedback and see what works and what doesn't, assuming you're trying to, you know, improve yourself along the way. So persistence is key. You need to persist, and you need to develop a ratio and know what your ratio is and use it as your friend. How can you use that as your friend? Because you know every 1 out of this or 1 out of that, I'm going to get a phone number, or I'm going to have a good conversation, or I'm going to get a date, or I'm going to get a girl, you know, back to my house to hang out, whatever it is. So find out what your ratio is. Go out, talk to as many girls as you can, and once you start doing it, you get a little momentum. It'll be a little easier once you do 2 or 3 or 4 interactions, and then keep going and find out what your ratio is. All right, so if you went and you talked to 10 girls and 2 of them were receptive and you got their phone numbers, so now you know your ratio is probably 2 out of 5. All right, and see if that ratio maintains. It probably will for a little bit. You know, maybe over several weeks you notice that it's actually, I don't know, 3 out of 10. So it's a little bit more than 1 out of 5. You know, maybe 1 out of 4 or so is going to go well. And use that information to empower you, because now you can welcome a negative conversation. You can welcome rejection. You can welcome things not going well, because you know if it's 1 out of 5 and you go up to this girl and it doesn't go well, you know, okay, I've got just a few more. So then you do 2, and then you do 3, and then you do 4. By the 5th one, usually then you'll hit. Or maybe the next time it's going to be the 3rd girl or group of girls you walk up to. So know that, and so you can accept any negative energy or negative feelings or insecurities that might come up along the process, because you know it's just that. It's just part of the process. People who get really good at pickup, really good at game, they still have a ratio. They don't go, it's not 10 out of 10 for them. It's not 10 out of 10 for me. A lot of times you talk to a girl and you just don't really click. It's not like you find out you actually don't even like them because their personality sucks or whatever it is, and you don't even want to talk to them anyways. Or they have a boyfriend for real and they like really just don't want to give you their phone number, or they're in a bad mood that day. You can never hit 10 out of 10 forever. It's just not really possible. So maybe someone who's really great is now 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I've certainly felt at times where I was 10 out of 10. I certainly have had years, I feel like, go on where I was never rejected. But that also had a lot to do with my approach and my mindset. But you can get really, really good where you can pretty much hardly ever get rejected. But you're not going to go up to every girl, every group of girls and have it go perfectly well where you guys both love each other. That just doesn't even... Why would you even want that? Then it means pretty much nobody's special, you know? So use that to empower you and have persistence. Make it a numbers game. There's always going to be some part of it that is a numbers game. You know, there's a ton you can do to improve that ratio, but just except for every no, I get a yes. Or for every 2 no's, I get a yes. For every 3 no's, I get a yes. Okay, so use that to your advantage and persist. Hope that helps. If you want some more tips, and also we're giving away a free ebook right now. It might not still be up by the time you watch this video, but hopefully it is. Check that out at confidencedating.com. But in the meantime, hopefully you can get out there soon. Try this out. Find out what your ratio is, and once you have it, once you get through the pain of that and figuring that out, I think it can really help you. All right? Good luck. See ya.